It's football night in the UP. The scores are in. The highlights are captured. And now, it's time for the fifth down.
Well, if you're a fan of defense, then you would have loved our game of the week. The 3-1 L'Anse Purple Hornets welcomed the 3-1 Lake Linden Hubbles. Now, these two teams have been known to put up some points, but getting into the end zone was rare tonight. Let's go to L'Anse for the game between the Hornets and the Lakes. Lake Linden punting in the first quarter. No score. L'Anse gets a hand on the punt. Not a very heads-up play by Johnny Messer for L'Anse. He tries to jump on the ball. The Lakes would then recover. They would, however, not be able to get any points out of the good field position. A bit later, Lakes driving. Big hit here by Jonah Dowd to get the runner out of bounds, and that was really the story of the first three quarters. Stout defense by both teams and a lot of failed down attempts to stall drives. In the second quarter, Paul Lister Jacobson going to pick off Brandon Levine. Lister Jacobson, a really good return to about the 50-yard line, but surprise, L'Anse not able to get any points off the turnover. Lake Linden did have a great chance to score as the first half was winding down. Lakes inside the 10-yard line, but unable to catch that on the fourth down conversion. The pass just out of the reach of Williams Lions. This game would stay scoreless through three quarters, and moments after I decided to leave the game, luck would have it. L'Anse would finally score. They would add another late in the fourth and win this one 14-0. Let's keep things rolling. Kingsford hosting Escanaba. The Eskimos suffered their first loss last week against Marquette. They were motivated tonight. This is the kickoff to open the second half. Escanaba up 12-0. Chris Carollo having trouble on the return. He's going to fumble the ball. Escanaba would recover, and the Moes are back in business. Ethan Silverstone going to hand the ball off to Josh Bruntons. Nice blocking by Escanaba. Brunton goes into the end zone, standing up. It's 18-0 Escanaba. On the other side of the ball, Escanaba's defense was also making plays and flying to the ball. That's Tyler Lawson with the pick. Escanaba going to run away with this one 31-8 over Kingsford. Let's go to Norway. The Knights facing the undefeated Calumet Copper Kings. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. No score. Scott Laukes going to scramble right. He's going to find Trevor Tarola on the cross. Tarola going to turn it upfield, and he's going to go untouched down the sidelines for the touchdown. 8-0 Calumet after the successful two-point conversion. Norway looking to keep it close. Isaac Hadamaki going to not be denied the end zone here. It's 8-7 Calumet. And later, the ball going to be handed off to Nick Durf. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to coast in for the score. Calumet, they run away with this one 47-13 over Norway. Let's go to Ishpeming's West End, where the Patriots were hosting the Manistee Emeralds tonight. First quarter, Taylor Delangelo for Westwood going to find Mason Mariuza. What a grab there by Mariuza. Patriots get on the board first, 6-0 after the missed two-point conversion. Let's jump to the second quarter. Delangelo will line one to Chad Pullman in the flats. Look at Pullman, makes a man miss, and this kid is really, really fast. He's going to find the end zone. Westwood would convert the two-point conversion and go up 14-0. But the Patriots special teams making a play here. That's a pooch kick. Manistee unable to handle the bouncing football. Westwood going to recover on their own 38-yard line. And that will set up this. Delangelo going to find Mariuza once again. That is a deadly combo. Westwood cruises in this one 52-19. Let's head to Magani. The Miners welcoming the Ishpeming Hematites. We're going to pick this one up in the second quarter. Magani already up 7-0. Jason Waterman. He'll connect with Alex Munson. Some poor tackling here by Ishpeming. Munson going to leap over the goal line. It's 14-0 Magani. Ishpeming's turn. Otto Swanson going to get the kickoff, and he's going to, that's a nice stiff arm there by Swanson, breaking a couple tackles. I would not want to tackle him. He's going to put Ishpeming in scoring position, and that would lead to this. Why not give it back to Swanson? 14-6 Magani. The Miners top Ishpeming 40-20. Waterman led Magani with 272 passing yards and 5 TDs. He also ran it for 190 yards and a touchdown. Some more football scores for you. The Gwynn Model Towners, they fall to Houghton 28-24. Houghton gets their first win of the season. And how about Hancock? They blank Munising 41-0. Gladstone, they had a tough one against MC Glen Lake tonight. They fall 31-7. And Marquette, they had a good comeback going, but they fall just short against Petoskey 19-14. Iron Mountain, they continue to impress. They top Barker for Harris 42-0. How about Menominee? They also get a shutout tonight, 35-0 over Boyne City. In the 8-player league, Pickford, another shutout tonight. Pickford topping Rudyard 42-0. How about Cedarville? They top the Brimley Bays 48-6. Rapid River, they've been known to score a lot of points, and they did just that tonight. 58 points over Newberry. Newberry only scored 24 in the loss. And how about Forest Park? They dropped 68 on Kearney-Nadeau. They win 68-27.